You can make every scheduled payment for 2 years and still not own the iPhone. Apple's new Lease lists a 256GB iPhone 17 Pro at $31.99 a month over 24 months. That is $767.76. Then you have three choices: return the phone, start another lease, or pay about $331 more before tax to keep it. That can work for people who upgrade constantly. But if you normally keep an iPhone for 3 or 4 years, the low monthly payment can quietly remove the cheapest part of ownership, the years when the phone still works and the hardware bill is gone. So let's compare the full path, not just the monthly number. Apple Upgrade launched in the United States on July 28th, with Klarna providing the lease, and lease is the key word. This is not a purchase plan or a traditional loan. You are paying to use the device during the lease term. Ownership does not automatically transfer after payment 24. For the $1099 iPhone 17 Pro in Apple's example, the 24 lease payments total $767.76. The remaining purchase option amount is about $331.24 before taxes, damage charges, discounts, or trade-in credits. Now put that contract into a real 4-year habit. Person 1 buys the $1,099 iPhone and keeps it for 4 years. Person 2 leases it for 24 months at $31.99, returns it, and signs a second identical lease for another 24 months. The identical second lease is only a controlled example. Future prices could be higher or lower. We are testing the structure, not predicting a bill. After 4 years, the buyer has paid $1,099. The buyer also still has a phone that can be used, sold, traded, kept as a backup, or given to someone else. The repeated lessee has paid $1,535.52. That is $436.52 more. And after returning both phones, the lessee owns neither one. Your exact result could change with promotions, taxes, repairs, or a different upgrade choice. But the direction is clear. The lower payment can reduce the cost this month while increasing the number of months you keep paying. Quick gut check. When you see $31.99, are you comparing it with $1,099 today? Or with the full 4-year path you would actually follow? Lease payment is lower for a simple reason. You are not buying the entire phone during those 24 months. A 2-year-old iPhone still has value. It may have resale value, trade-in value, backup value, gift value, or simply the value of working for another year or two. When you buy the phone, those choices become yours. When you lease and return it, they stay inside the leasing and return system unless you pay the purchase option. That value left at the end is the residual value. It is not a hidden fee. It is the part of the device price you have not yet paid for. This is the one mechanism that matters. A lower payment today is created by leaving value at the end. If you return the phone and lease again, the old payment schedule ends, but a new one begins before you reach the long paid-off period. Apple controls the retail entrance, which devices appear in the program, how the monthly price is presented, when an upgrade is offered, and how returning the old phone fits into the Apple Store experience. Klarna provides the lease, handles approval and monthly collection, and has told investors that it expects financing returns from the partnership. It also expects the agreement to contribute positively to adjusted operating profit in 2026. The customer controls the decision to return, buy, or walk away, but the program makes one path especially smooth. Return the current device, sign a new agreement, and keep the monthly payment going. One boundary is important. Public materials do not show the complete legal ownership chain or exactly how Apple and Klarna divide the value of return devices. So we cannot say Apple has been proven to collect all of that residual value. What we can say is simpler. It does not automatically go to the person who used the phone. There is a real customer for this plan. You replace your iPhone every year or two. You do not want to sell a used phone, compare trade-in offers, or keep an old device in a drawer. You value predictable cash flow and a simple return process more than the lowest possible 4-year cost. For that customer, the lease may be reasonable, and leasing for 2 years, then buying the phone, does not automatically make the normal device total higher than the original sticker price. In Apple's example, $767.76 in lease payments, plus the roughly $331.24 purchase option, equals $1,099 before taxes, damage charges, or adjustments. The useful decision point comes at month 24. Ask what the phone is worth to you at that moment. If its resale value, or the value of another year or two of use, is greater than about $331, buying it becomes more attractive. If it is worth less to you and you genuinely want to hand it back, returning may be the better fit. The problem is not choosing a lease. The problem is choosing it while still thinking like a long-term owner. A lease device cannot be used by the customer as the trade-in for the next Apple upgrade lease. To upgrade through the program, the current phone must be returned and a new agreement must be signed. That changes the rhythm of the decision. Buying normally creates a clear moment. Do I really need a new phone? The lease can turn that into, I am eligible for the next one. No one is forced to upgrade. Payment number 25 is not secretly mandatory, but the easiest next step after payment 24 may be another phone, another agreement, and another monthly bill. For a frequent upgrader, that is the convenience being purchased. For someone who used to keep a phone for 3 or 4 years, it can replace a purchase cycle with a continuous hardware expense. There is also a rule worth knowing if you do nothing. The initial lease term ends, but ownership still does not transfer. The lease can continue month to month for up to 6 months before Klarna charges the purchase option amount. So the real deadline is not simply 24 payments and done. It is 24 payments, then make an active choice. Next question is whether programs like this change how long people keep their iPhones. One CIRP measure covering the 12 months ending in September 2025 found that 42% of the old iPhones being replaced had been used for 3 years or longer. A newer March 2026 quarterly reading put the share at 39%. Those reporting windows are not directly identical, so the two numbers do not prove a trend by themselves, and even a real decline would not prove Apple upgrade caused it. The useful signal is whether the 3-year-plus share keeps falling across several comparable reports after the program has had time to operate. That would show whether more buyers are moving away from long ownership cycles. The exact behavior this lease makes easier. Apple upgrade is not automatically a bad deal. It is a different deal. You get a lower monthly payment, an easier return process, and less work when you want another device. In exchange, you do not automatically get the phone at the end, and repeated upgrades can keep the hardware bill running through years that used to be payment-free. So the best fit is the person who already upgrades frequently and knowingly pays for convenience. The person most exposed is the 3 or 4-year user who focuses on $31.99, returns the phone after 2 years, and repeats the process. That is why the title is true. You can pay for 2 years and still not own the iPhone. Before you sign, compare your real 4-year behavior, not 1 month against the sticker price. Capital in Focus follows the money and the rules behind the headline, then shows what changes for your bills, assets, and choices. Subscribe for the next signal, not just the launch announcement. And if this changed how you read a low monthly payment, watch the video on screen next. It breaks down another deal that looks cheaper up front by moving the real cost somewhere else.